You did it! You made it through day 1. Welcome back for day 2. I hope that day 2 helped you find a different sense of meditation and maybe change some of your preconceived conceptions about what meditation can be, because there are so many different ways to practice. And I am so excited to get to share with you another way that we can meditate today. So today's meditation is going to be on dealing with negative thoughts. So no matter how much we try to stop those negative thoughts from coming, and I know I've always just think positive, just be positive, be optimistic about the future, it's gonna be okay. It's really hard to believe that if you are in danger immediately. It's really hard. So while we can't always be positive and think positive, we can not avoid negative thoughts, but there's no use to pretend that they aren't present. And I like mindfulness because this helps us approach these thoughts with our thinker and a little bit more curiosity, and we can start to understand our negative thinking patterns. And by doing this, they will no longer be able to get their hooks in us so strongly. And I'm all for that because I'm a worrier. I've been a worrier, I don't know, forever, it feels like. And I think when you can allow these negative thoughts to stop consuming you and just allow them to be, it can make all the difference. So today's practice is all about letting the thoughts come and then letting them go. They come in and they leave. And so before we get started, I want you to try something with me, because this is another pro meditation tapping tip that I have learned as I've been exploring some of these other practices for mindfulness and cognitive-based therapies. When I read the Art of Trauma, I think I'm saying the title wrong there, but what I want you to do, so think about when you're feeling down. I want you to stand up, and wherever you are, sorry, my dog, I just bumped him out of the way. Wherever you are, it might be a little bit weird if you're in the office, in the break room or wherever you are right now, but I want you just to stand up, and I want you just to kind of jiggle and move around. When we are often thinking these negative thoughts, we are in our heads and we are thinking all the time, and we forget that our brain and our body are connected. And so what we think, we will feel. And over time, so you can go ahead and sit back down or lay down to get comfortable and ready for this meditation. But I want you to think about that the next time you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed. Just jiggle, just let it out. And sometimes that moment of silliness will kind of reset your nervous system. And it's like a big timeout, a big pause for all of the overwhelm that is in here. And so with that being said, I want you to go ahead and get comfortable, and whether that's seated, lying down, whatever feels best for you. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So find that comfortable position, and we're going to work on letting the thoughts come and letting the thoughts go. So go ahead and close those eyes. Get comfortable in your seat and your lying down position, wherever you feel grounded, safe, and stable. I want you to breathe deeply with those eyes closed. You don't need to see me, you just need to hear me. And breathe deeply, feeling your body supported by your chair, your bed, the floor, your yoga mat, wherever you might be. And I want you to drift into your thoughts. Continue breathing normally, not really placing too much focus on the breath, but paying attention to those thoughts and any thoughts that are arising in your brain, in your mind, want you to try to identify any of those emotions that are coming up with those thoughts. Anything at all. Try to avoid paying attention to the positive. I want you to pay special attention to the negative thoughts. And like I said, identify those emotions that go with them of how you're thinking and feeling. And we're going to avoid that word negative. And instead, we're going to identify these thoughts as sad or unpleasant, or irritating, or painful, or angry, or otherwise. And continue on identifying those thoughts as they come into your mind. Noticing any of those thoughts as they come with the feelings that are associated with those thoughts. But the biggest thing we're going to focus on right now is the impermanence of those thoughts. I want you to see that thought and acknowledge it as it moves on to the next thought. Continue to note how it feels when you think this. Do you feel that tension anywhere in your body, in your neck, or in your lower back, in your chest, in your abdomen? Where do you notice any tension arising with the feeling that you are associating with that thought? Continue to note how you're thinking as that thought passes, and you can think about this thought as coming or going or arising or passing if you choose. Continue breathing and think about the next thought that enters your mind. Where do you feel this tension? Do you feel it in your stomach? Think that thought and let it pass. Don't dwell too long on any one thought. Allow it to enter and allow it to exit. Continue breathing. Continue focusing on those thoughts. I'm going to give you just a little bit longer. Breathing slowly. And on your next breath, I want you to clear that thought from your mind. Come back to your body. And take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. You may even place your hand at your chest and your belly. Let that breath go. And take one more deep, slow breath in and out. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. When you're ready, open your eyes. Jiggle if you want to bring yourself back into your body. Do you feel a sense of calm, that you allowed those thoughts to come and go, that they are fleeting, that they do not have to stay? Do you feel that? I want to remind you, I'm going to get a little closer here. those thoughts are going to come and they're going to go. And you don't always have a choice of what comes automatic. But you have a choice in whether or not you are going to believe the thoughts that come. And you also have a choice if those thoughts are coming to stay. So, the next time you're feeling anxious or stressed or overwhelmed because all of this negative self-talk, all of these negative thoughts are entering your mind, I want you to remember this practice and breathe in and breathe out and jiggle around if you need to reset yourself. But you are not your thoughts. You are the thinker of your thoughts. And we can't always change that first one, but we can control and change the second thought. So the next time you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed, think about this. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed day 2. We'll be back again tomorrow for day 3.